Over the last 4 years, Winter Park has really looked to support the amateur and emerging pro. And for us, in our philosophy, we thought you can't just support them on the hill. You actually have to take the mountain to the people. Ruby Hill was kind of an idea that was spurred from an event that we did for the past couple of years, Detention, and the kids were really stoked because we essentially brought the mountain to them. And that sort of got me thinking that we could do better than just bringing an event to them. We could actually bring part of the resort and bring it to communities that might not normally get up to the mountains. Ruby Hill is a rail yard, and what we did is we brought in some snowmaking guns and blew 750,000 gallons of water to make the rollers necessary to then place 6 boxes and made essentially a small section of a train park.
Oh, after school, I'm definitely going to be out here a couple days a week probably. So we just get some time in.
I think this is awesome. This is like amazing. Got to wake up at 10, didn't have to drive up I-70. Come here. It's awesome.
I've been working on this at Winter Park and all that just to land one of these, and it finally paid off.
Did you land one today?
Yep.
How'd that feel?
Felt really great.
It brought together the entire snowboard community and people that were enthusiastic about the snowboard and ski community to come in, all work together, and make a phenomenal park that ended up lasting for 5 weeks.
What we're putting together today is basically we're building a venue for the Detention Rail Championship Series. We've got 100 cubic yards of snow that was trucked in, and basically we got barricades to set up and vendor booths and sound. So a lot of event logistics are going into making this final series happen.
The Detention Rail Jam first came about from an athlete that was a part of the Winter Park snowboard team. Ryan came to me after our Jingle Rails event and said, you know, I'd really like to do this at our high school, and how could Winter Park support it?
In 2004, I came up with the idea to do an all-high school student rail jam, mainly because me and a lot of my friends really weren't involved with your typical high school activities. So I talked to my principal, and somewhere along the line he got the idea that snowboarders were a bad influence to society and to high school kids. But I mean, in the end, it turned out to be great. We had kind of just an all Douglas County high school student event.
So this year we had 4 events where athletes had a chance to qualify for the finale. Over that month period of time, there was radio ads, TV spots, everything, inviting people to come up, getting kids involved, and taking from the 40 athlete base the first time to well over 250.
The whole Detention series itself is a really big step because it's giving kids who aren't really involved with the typical high school sport, high school activities, an opportunity to be involved with their high school, to support their high school and have school pride.
Evergreen High, the biggest sports are like football and basketball, and there's not even a snowboard team at our high school, but to have an event like this, you know, for high schoolers, it's pretty sweet, you know.
So Ruby Hill and Detention are just extensions of our terrain park that we're able to take to Denver, and we feel it's really important to make sure that our terrain parks aren't locked up and held for the people who can afford to have a lift ticket. Instead, we're allowing a lot of people to try the sport, a lot of people to have fun, and then the kids will be able to come up and enjoy our parks if they choose.